Hey, what's going on, guys? Heads here from Infinity Loops, and welcome back. First things first, peep the drip.
Bro, peep the drip, dream, bro. Peep the drip, dream, bro. I said peep the drip, dream. How it goes?
Pick yourself one up. Link down below. The subject of today's video is the Flywoo Bind and Fly Firefly 2S Nano Baby 20 Analog Quad Express ELRS version. Nailed it. This quad popped up on Race Day Quads, and I actually was recommended to check it out by someone in my chat on one of our live streams as well. I got the analog version, but they do have a Walk Snail, HD0, and DJI version available. I just haven't gotten into any of the HD stuff yet, so just analog for us today. I haven't opened the box yet, so let's go ahead and do that and take a look-see at what we get. All right, so let's get her open. Jesus. Let's see what we got in here. Some bits and bobs. Some type of hieroglyphic of some kind, perhaps. Looks like a TPU. Yes, TPU battery holder. 2S. Moving on. We have our frame, saran wrapped. Typical of Flywoo. Seems like there's already a battery mount on there, so I guess we get an extra one. And this is the half ducks, whatever these are supposed to be, the little cages that go around. Looks like they cover a little bit of the top of your propeller. And then that's it. Some seasoning packets. That's all we get. We don't even get any stickers. Dang, Flywoo. Cold-blooded. Well, maybe they're in here. Oh, yeah. There we go, Flywoo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I ordered. The rest of this is garbage. This is what I really was looking for. There we go. I don't need that trash. All right. Garbage. Boop. All right, so we need some propellers. And we need our quad. So this is the ELRS version. So I see we got our T antenna in the back there. Or no, I'm sorry, that's on the side. That's kind of slick. I like that. I like how they have that. It's nicely tucked away there. Your 2S battery mount. Not sure how well that'll hold a battery. We'll see. This comes with the Goku F405 12 amp all-in-one flight controller. And it looks like the VTX is on top of it. And I believe that's supposed to be the Goku, I think it's a 450 milliwatt Nano VTX. And our Express ELRS appears to just be plugged right into the bottom of the flight controller. Right there. The camera they have here is the V2 of their Nano camera, which I have not tried this one yet, so I'm interested to see how that picture is. Picture quality on the first one wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best by any means. Let's bind it up, throw some props on it, and get it outside and in the air and see how it does. now that several days have passed, I've had more time to spend with the Firefly Nano Baby 20. My beard has somehow shrunk and my shirt somehow has not changed. Let's go ahead and talk about the things that we established over the last few days. Number one, I could not get the VTX to get a solid connection to my goggles. I'm not sure if it's the module I use, the SkyZone SteadyView module, or if it was the VTX. I tried several different channels and I just couldn't get a good signal out of it. You could see in the footage, it was like if I got more than maybe 20 feet from myself, it kind of started to get some breakup in it. Not sure if that's something I was doing or if that was something going on with the goggle to VTX pairing, or if it's something wrong with the VTX. I'm not really 100% on that. I couldn't figure it out. This new version of the camera that they're using is not that bad, actually. It's definitely a step up from the first version, it would seem, in the image quality at least. Speaking of the camera, the mount that this is in, I don't know if it's 25 or 30 degrees, but it feels pretty steep. I am used to 15 degrees, so if it is 30, that's double what I'm used to. So it felt pretty peppy. The canopy, while steep and a little wiggly on the screws, I was a little nervous about that at first, but it held up in crashes really well and everything stayed put. The antenna stayed put. The camera is still in one piece. All of our other components, as far as I can tell, are still in one piece. The only thing we managed to break over the last few days were props. The frame itself has held up really well. It seems very sturdy. The 420 battery mount that comes on the quad did not fit my 450 milliamp batteries that I have. So there was the option of maybe like using a heat gun to heat up the TPU and stretch it, but I also saw that there was that 750 battery mount that they include in the bag. I tried that, and that actually fit my 450s pretty well. So if you have 450s you were interested in using, and they don't fit in the 420 TPU strap, maybe try the 750 strap. For me, the tune was okay. It was a pretty par for a bind-and fly. Flywoo has definitely put out a better tune before. I thought the Baby Nano, the 1S, I thought that revised tune that they put out after it released was pretty good. This one is okay. It'll fly just fine. It's not jittery or anything in normal flight, but if you get into some of the more extreme movements, you might start to notice some jitters here and there and some flutters where they shouldn't be. So it does seem like there is a little bit of wiggle room there for improvement in the tune. But if you're just going out for cruising and just some simple slower tricks, I don't think you should have a problem. So if you are looking for a little 2S bind and fly that you don't need to do a whole lot to and can just kind of get it out of the box and go cruising with it, the Flywoo Firefly Nano Baby 20 might not be a bad choice for you. Again, I'm not willing to say that the VTX itself is the problem, because I have had issues with VTXs or cameras syncing up with my goggles in the past, and if it has that issue in the past with other quads, I'm not so quick to blame the VTX. On a newer quad, maybe my goggles just need an update that I'm missing. If you're interested in picking one of these up for yourself, I will leave a link down below where they are currently available. None of those links are affiliated with the channel at all. We just want to make sure you know where to find them. We will continue to keep our eye on Flywoo in the future to see what else they bring to the table. For now, we hope you enjoyed this one. Leave any questions or comments you may have down below. I will get back to them as soon as I possibly can. Take care of yourselves, guys, and we will see you in the next one.